First of all, how long ago was this?
This, I think, goes back to 1978.
There's even music.
Of course there's music.
I just remember hearing...
Yeah, that's all there was when I first showed it. This was, I think, just a few years after Star Wars came out.
God.
Because everybody was on a science fiction bent.
Yeah.
And so Star Wars came out, and then Star Crash came out. And Star Crash was so horrible. I stood up in the theater and yelled out, I could do better than that in Super 8. Because they had the proverbial ship that goes over, right? And it looked like they took macaroni and stuck it to the hull of some cardboard thing.
That was an Ed Wood movie.
It was basic. It was worse than Ed Wood because they were, and they had what looked like they had Christmas tree lights up for stars. They were all different colors, and I'm going, come on, that's the easiest thing to do. Now this I did with a laser that I borrowed from San Diego Valley College.
Will there be a passage back?
I blew a lot of people away with my titling because nobody knew how to do titles. Because everybody was using those plastic letters that you just stuck on. And everybody looked, how'd you do that? This, being back in the late 70s.
This was on the screen for like 20 minutes, right?
Bigger than that. I made it smaller for this edition.
Antioch 3, we now have you on audio log. Prepare to receive computer approach coordinates. Your ETA is 20 minutes. Please
What an
be
actor.
advised to receive further instructions from our flight supervisor.
Now here's your proverbial Star Wars opening.
Over.
Everybody had to do this ship coming in like this.
Did you actually go with your mouth?
No. I did that with, because I was in the synthesizer.
Nice. I remember that.
I was in the synthesizer class.
Very nice. That's an homage to, who's the guy who did all this stop action thing for...
Oh, Harryhausen?
Yes. Oh, there I am.
Base Control, I've received your landing coordinates and I'm starting my approach.
I shot it back of my head.
Yeah, I noticed that your voice was incredibly high, and I'm going, yeah, this was a while ago.
It's just that the film was all spread out.
This this film actually won a lot of awards.
Really?
Yeah, it won I think it was first place, but not grand prize. First place in New York.
Wow.
The Cinefex Science Fiction Film Search.
Very nice.
Ooh, guess who that is?
Video monitor confirmed. Please tell your base commander that Elias Bar Jonah has arrived per his request.
Ah! Oh my god.
Have orbited the planet Manasseh and am starting computer pilot approach to your moon Bethel. Request civilian security pass.
Have already been cleared, Elias.
Do you remember on the wall, all that stuff was packing styrofoam that they used for motorcycles?
Oh, you gotta go back and stop that.
Oh, well, then we'll see it again. I mean, this isn't the first time we're going to watch this.
Very nice, Rick.
And if you'll notice behind the people on the monitor, it's foam paper plates stapled on the wall. Click, 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 click,
Well,
click, click.
yeah. What was it, Star Trek? All they had
Oh, yeah,
the elevators was carpet padding.
Carpet padding, right? I remember that rubber carpet padding. That was
And some of it was
stupid.
even like torn off a little bit on a couple of them.
What is your budget for this film? $1,000? Spent all in the film? Oh, just tear up some of that carpet padding. I don't know what's with your hand. Watch. Watch. I don't know what I'm doing.
Thank you, base control.
I don't know how to work this thing.
I did that already.
Turn on the tracking, thing. I don't know how to land this thing.
Get the rubber bands. Wow, very nice. That's not easy. This is actual video, isn't it?
This is actual video, yeah. This was taken from the Super 8 film.
Yes.
This was the hardest shot
Oh my
to do.
god.
I had so many
Look at
things
you.
going on.
Look at you. That is so great. Okay, where'd you nick the music from?
I took it from Close Encounters. That's me and Dan Isom in that window.
Oh, man.
I gotta tell you how we did that. That's so funny.
The end. Oh.
Well, we gotta get some plot here.
I don't remember this at all.
This was at Cal State, San Bernardino.
Oh, my God.
It was the theater. They had this
Yes,
huge
yes,
door.
yes.
Remember that?
I don't remember this.
Oh, there's some great
I
photography
remember
here.
the dog. I remember.
I love that shot. That's my favorite shot, I think.
Commander Baylock? I'm Elias Bar Jonah, pilot of the Antioch 3. You sent for me 2 months ago.
How I learned to talk to myself.
Speak into the light, Steve. Speak into the light.
Excuse me,
There's
sir.
peace and serenity
I've come a
in the
fair
light.
distance, and this is not exactly my idea of getting to know one's possible future employer.
Hello.
So how's the wife and the kids? Oh, gee, that's wonderful. Oh, me? Oh, I'm fine. Boy, this guy was strange, but I didn't know he was a schizo.
Now the voice you're about to hear is
Look, Baylock,
Phil
I've
West,
come a long way.
who was
If you
an
don't intend
avid
to state your business,
science
I
fiction
don't feel obligated to waste my time.
nut,
And if you think...
and who happened to be in charge of the theater.
Oh, cool.
So he was the one that was allowing me to do this light thing.
Oh, so
and
throw him
use
a
the-
bone, let him be in the movie.
Exactly.
I'm tired, I'm irritable, and besides, I'm a civilian. You have no authority over me.
And he did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
We had to redub in his voice because it got lost in the echo.
Well, I'm sure it did.
Are you quite finished?
Yeah.
Elias Bar Jonah, born 12/08/55.
Yeah, he was born 12/08/55. That's my birthday.
Oh, okay.
For those listening, it's the year 2005, and I'll be turning 50. That's how long ago historic footage this is. I'm dying before your eyes. I'm probably dead when you're watching this.
1. You then built the thrusters into your own ship, knowing full well that they were designed for a ship 100 times larger than the size of your own Antioch model. According to my computations, the speed that you can obtain is 20 Mach, above the speed of light. Is that true?
Well, I hate to brag.
Is that true?
I don't know. I've never had the guts to take it beyond.
See, the whole subplot
I don't
was
even know if my tracking computer can get
Elias
through.
Bar Jonah stole the plans of Epsilon 1 in order to go beyond light speed.
Oh.
And so he kind of touts himself as this big, huge, hey, I can make this thing go beyond light speed, so whatever it needs for fast shipping. Oh, here's the good part. See if you recognize the gal.
Here's the sound of
This
it.
is Epsilon. We've experienced code 1 malfunction.
Oh, that is, yes.
Backup systems have
Used to be Randy Thomas's girlfriend.
One of, what,
But yeah, but this one,
See, there's the paper plates in the background.
Yes! That looks really good.
Yeah, it does look good. It looks better than carpet padding.
It really does.
See, the person running the smoke is Randy.
Okay.
Randy's running the smoke machine. He wanted to be involved.
Get the bellows out. Did I really watch something?
No.
Of course not.
In fact, we burned out the screen that comes down behind you. You couldn't see it because it was too dark. And we ended up burning out a big capacitor in it, so we had to go and replace the capacitor in it because we were going up and down, doing the scene over and over again. Turn and watch the screen behind you. Turn and watch it. Take it back up. Turn and watch the screen behind you. You know, cut, take it back up.
I don't remember any of that.
Well, you didn't remember it because we didn't find out till later when the thing stopped working, and we just completely cooked the poor thing.
Oh God.
So if you don't mind, I'll be on my way. But if you ever need any fast shipping done, I'm expensive, but I'm the best in the galaxy. I'm the quickest in the whole universe. Which reminds me, I've got a star lover waiting for me.
So Balok ends up blackmailing you to go beyond Lightspeed to get Epsilon. Because you had stolen the plans. Yes.
I'm trapped in an invisible box.
Yes, I'm in an egg. There was supposed to be an effect that went there, but I ran out of time, and I just edited it in.
Did you realize you just said a defect instead of an effect?
I did, yeah. Well, it was the 70s.
Special defects, Rick.
That's right.
I just needed a
SPDFX.
Oh, God.
You're clear of any class traffic, Antioch.
Oh.
I hope you've enjoyed your stay.
Oh yeah, it was tons of fun.
That is...
Okay, Ellen 394, she's all yours. Guide me through and keep me alive.
Praying and then hitting something. That's always a good little...
Well, you weren't praying. You
Yeah.
were talking to your computer.
I know. Well, it is a
Ellen
prayer.
395? LN?
Yes.
Now here's an effect that nobody was able to figure out. The going beyond Lightspeed effect was actually quite easy to do, but everybody looked at this thing going, how in the world did you do that? And it's actually quite simple. It's actually kind of funny. What I did was I took a slide projector with a picture of Antioch 3 and
applied fire?
Yes, applied fire to it. No, I projected it onto my big monitor, that 32-inch monitor they used to have at Sony, and then I put the camera on it, a video camera.
It's quite cool.
And this is video feedback.
Yeah. Oh, weird.
And so I was able to...
Video feedback
that was working off of the light that was projected up, and that's another angle. I put in a different slide for this and put in a different zoom level, and all this is just video feedback that you would get by pointing a camera.
At a camera.
Pointing a camera at a monitor.
Oh, wow.
And then when I got this footage, I projected it onto your face, and that's how I did that effect.
That's bizarre.
There's a place beyond light.
The chorus that you hear, the music of the chorus, that is actually one of my pieces from the electronic music class that I took at Cal State.
Very cool.
So there's this... I found a use for it. I thought that would work really good.
But will there be a passage
Out of my esophagus.
That was actually supposed to be going into Lightspeed, but I kind of did it too slow. So I made it just the beginning here.
It's a sleepy light speed.
It's dull speed. Sublight speed. Now, the way I did this effect was I went and borrowed a laser from, I think it was Cal State or Valley College. I think it was Cal State. And there was a science teacher who was nice enough to lend it to me because it was a powerful one. And but all I could do is get it to be a spot, and I didn't know what to do to get some patterns out of it.
Right.
So what I ended up doing was taking a glass and putting some Vaseline on it and shining the laser through the Vaseline.
Of course, because that's gonna
dissipate it.
Yeah, all over the place. It's gonna make a mess of it.
And it made some really cool patterns. So I turned on the camera, just turned it a little bit, and I was able to get some...
So you were passing this laser through Vaseline smeared glass.
Exactly.
I've always said that, I mean, if you want to talk about Beatle records and all that stuff, they wouldn't have made great records if they had all the stuff you have now. They wouldn't have. It's because they had to do something like smear Vaseline on a piece of glass with a borrowed laser.
Let me give you one really good example. The latest Star Wars movies.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I mean,
know.
Come on.
Ugh.
He's got all the money, all the effects available, and look at the stuff that he puts out.
I know. Yoda looked pretty good running around.
Yoda looked pretty good running around. My homage to Star Wars, the original.
Right.
And all that is one pass doing the stars, and another pass of me zooming in
on
the
fixed
ship.
object.
On the ship, right.
So the object was fixed, and you were zooming in on it, which is really smart. On the same roll of film.
Exactly.
Like okay.
Exactly. I had the only camera in the country that you can actually wind backwards.
Wow. And those are two Space 1999 nose things from ships glued together.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica. I was close.
That's exactly it.
I was close.
2 heads of Battlestar Galactica, and I'll Epsilon. I do have the model, a picture of the model of Epsilon 1 that Dan Isom and I put together, and it's 3 Battlestar Galactica tails at the end for the engines, a black hole center long portion, and then a Millennium Falcon turned backwards and put for the head. So it was a beautiful ship, but we never got to use it because I never made the sequel to this.
Oh man!
Well, maybe we should make it now.
That's right.
If you get that job at Toyota,
I know.
We'll do that.
We'll do that movie. Even at the speed of light, it took me 25 years to get here.
Look at me, I'm all old.
My star lover is gone.
And the director has no hair.
Actually, what should happen is everyone should get their children to make the sequel.
That's right. And we'll just stand behind the camera this time.
No, you got it all back in the day.
That's right. Back in my day, we could act. Not like this mamby crap.
Now you're animated. Shut up, or I'll animate you.
That's right. I'm gonna make you a cyborg.
I'll pixelate you. Pixelate your ass.
I'll put you in a Unix computer so fast it'll make your head spin. And I can make your head spin too. Now this is
I could scan you.
The space station is made from a model of. In Battlestar Galactica, they had one really good ship. It was an enemy ship.
Oh, the Cylon ship.
The Cylon ship, that's right. And these are the pieces to the Cylon ship.
Uh-huh. Oh,
and
cool.
Just put on the floor.
And this is this too? Or are those 2001 ships?
I don't know what those long pieces are.
I bet those are 2001 ships.
But the ball things, I think, were just some metal balls I took apart, and I put them on my floor.
They were oranges.
And took pictures of them. Yes, they were halves of grapefruit. Now, this is an airbrush painting that I did.
Right, okay, now.
How did I get that in there? How did I get the little window?
How did you get the window?
I had a little projector playing behind it on a piece of rice paper or something.
How did you do that?
Oh, I gotta tell you how we did. That's hilarious. I stood up an airbrush painting of the tower, and I cut out the window, and I put some little pieces of tape behind there that look like staves in there, and I set it up on some light stands, right? I took this up to my parents' house.
Now, how big was this?
This was about, I would say 18 inches by 24 inches. Okay? So I stood this up, and I taped it to some light stands so it's standing upright.
Right.
And I put the camera in front of it, and I asked my sister to run the camera, and she goes, why? I go, just trust me. And Dan Isom and I go up on the roof of my parents' house.
Oh, no.
So I could get shooting through the window, and here we are at the top of the...
It's like crush your head.
That's our crush your head, exactly. I'm covering your head with my thumb. And we got up there, and my sister is I go, okay, turn on the camera. She turns on the camera, and she's looking at us, and we're like, we're like waving our hands like we're controlling something up and down.
Yeah.
And Dan didn't even know why we were up there. I go, Dan, just take your hands and go like this. Just trust me. Trust me. And he's doing this and everything. And I got the footage back, and it looked awesome. It was the best effect in the whole movie. And everybody's thinking, how in the world did you do that? Because the problem I had with doing a movie of it back there, like I did, is I couldn't get the sync to work right, so it kind of like, it went in and out.
Right.
And so it didn't really look right. It just looked like there's people in there on fire.
Right.
So I didn't want that.
No,
so,
I want to ask you, what the hell was I wearing? What is that? Is that something you made or something?
Yeah, that was something. That was something.
I'm glad that wasn't hanging in my closet. No, that's all I'm getting to.
So it was your karate outfit.
Yes, my.
It was made by, I forget. There was somebody who was a seamstress. I don't know if it was Jan Worth or somebody.
Oh yeah.
Somebody who knew how to sew did that, and because I told him I was doing a science fiction movie, and when I told him I was doing a science fiction movie,
I'm barefoot.
Yeah, you just noticed that, huh? Well, you and a lot of other people started coming up to me and groveling at my feet to let please let me be in it. And I let you in because you looked the part, and I let Linda Geary in because I think Randy begged me.
Okay.
But she was I think she was in my film class, and that's why I let her. She was behind the camera when I did California Beamin'. So she was always around,
right.
And she, Rick, I just got to be in this thing, So,
yeah.
All right, fine. So I did, but that footage was easy because I was able to do it on video, and I didn't have to worry about takes,
right?
Running out of film because it's right there. I just take the best tape and then I film that.
Wow.
So that's how I did that. Now, look at the top of the box. You see that little grid at the top?
Yes.
There? Those were actually LED lights, and they were supposed to be blinking,
yeah.
But I think the battery died or something went wrong.
Well, also, probably the light is so bright.
You couldn't see it.
Yeah.
You couldn't see that little light.
Someone went on the back of my head, but...
Well, that was because that was a video effect that I put in later.
I mean, just before it went there.
Oh, it might have been... I don't know.
The paper plates look amazing.
The paper plates are great, and behind Susie in the other footage, there was square paper plates, and it was when you light it just right. I mean, it's just awesome. I mean, I didn't have to go through this whole vacuum forming class.
Yeah, right.
And that's my digital clock right there.
Right.
And I'm holding it down, setting the time. 3, 2, 1,
0. Very good. Oh man.
There's and what you were saying was true about just the low tech. Even though that it's not up to par what I could do, especially with linear video on computer right now.
Oh my God.
The fact that it's what?
I don't even think about it. 79. Are you saying 79 maybe?
78, 79, somewhere around there.
78, 88, 98.
Can you figure it out? Can you do the math?
26 or 27 years old.
Yeah. God. We were hot to do all sorts of fun things. I think 1979 is when we had the most fun together.
I think so.
I have the most photos of 1979 in my archive of the things that we did. We did a lot of stuff.
I ran across some of those not that long ago, and they just were. Some of them were really funny. Some of them were very funny. Wow. Yay!
Antioch. No credits. Except me at the beginning.